Welcome, welcome. If everything goes well, this is supposed to be a surprise for something thrilling. It's a new little thing that I decided to do outside of the stage event so that I am more flexible, and Ezra too. Say hi, Ezra.
Oh,
Can schedule this more flexibly outside of the server. Um, what did we decide to call this? This is the Fine Literature Hour with Ezra and
another challenge.
Charlie. Yeah, this is what it is. So, excuse me. The concept is very simple. Ezra is a connoisseur of fine literature, and we decided that we would read these creative works to each other and see what the reactions are. The book we're going to be starting today is called Bully by Penelope Douglas.
Subtitle apparently is a fall away novel. Although
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
that
It's a
did
series,
that
of
make it
course.
did that make it to like the trad publishing version of this?
I think it does. It's a series. It's a series
Does
of
it? Oh
like
boy.
is it like a series of I didn't research this, but I don't think it's part
It was
of
a
the Bad
series.
Boy
Oh,
cinematic
it did
universe
it did it did make it. It did make it to
to the
the trad published.
it did. I think they did a nicer cover now than what we have currently lying before us.
Bro, her name is Tate. Oh my God, this is the
Yeah.
second novel I've read where someone's name is Tate. That was the
What?
Ugly Love. Her name is Tate.
Are
Come
you
on. How is
kidding?
that possible? No,
Penelope
it's
Douglas should
100%.
sue Colleen Hoover for
Yeah,
that.
well, clearly, yeah.
That's
Suing for a stupid
plagiarism.
name.
What the fuck is the
Stupid
name
name.
Tate? It, it-
I
oh
don't.
my
I got nothing.
horrible,
Why would
horrible childhood. So we actually thought about like starting without merit. This is just, I want to say this like without merit. We wanted to
accurate?
go in blind, and I already said wanna bet the main character is called Merit, and guess the fuck what?
100% accurate. It was a good guess. I'm kind of sad that I didn't guess it myself.
Yeah,
Like, it's such a
like
dumb name, though.
oh my god!
Like,
Imagine naming your
if I,
MC Merit.
yeah.
Merit. Okay,
I mean,
sorry.
if I wasn't familiar with a lot of other dumb Colleen Hoover names from doing that like quiz for you, I would have been like, no, that's silly. Like
Uh,
that's maybe that's like it's her nickname. Like maybe
uh,
that's like, but like no, it's just her straight up like Christian name, like government name. Her name is Merit.
Yeah,
Okay,
merit. Oh my
okay,
fucking god.
okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna put the ground rules of our assume of our critiquing in this
Yes,
fine literature hour, which is in keeping with the spirit of the server. I hope. I'm a big proponent of death of the author. I'm gonna force that on Ezra today.
believe it
So
exists, but okay.
it exists. This is not hot takes. I will not debate you. Anyway, it's
I,
imposed. You have no say in this. Um,
well,
but this essentially means that we will only be criticizing the characters and the story, but not the author. Okay, that's about it for now. Let's see. I think Ezra wants to do the first chapter, so I'll just like sit back and listen.
okay, here we go.
Let's go.
Hold on, should I move? Should I get my mic closer? Should I do some ASMR?
Please no.
I gotta let me move my arm. I thought that when you came back, you were like leaned in really close. It was all breathy.
I am leaned in pretty close because
Yeah.
God,
See.
I can't
Okay. Here.
scream. It's 2 a.m. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Here we go. Bully, a fall-away novel by Penelope Douglas. Chapter 1. 1 year ago. No! Turn here! Casey shrieked in my right.
Dead.
Hold on. Is this a woman? Hold
Who
on.
knows?
Who's? I don't. Okay. I'll dial it in. Okay. No, turn here! Casey shrieked in my right ear. The tires of my dad's Bronco screeched with the sudden, short turn onto a car-packed street. It... Sentence. Maybe you should have just driven like I suggested, I blurted out, even though I never liked anyone else to drive when I was in the car. As if reading my mind, Casey responded, And have you bury your face in your hands every time I don't launch myself through every yellow light? Not. What?
No, you have to do it like Borat. Not.
That's not like how people use. Okay, I'll try not to edit it. That's not how people use that phrase. Whatever. I smiled to myself. My best friend knew me too well. I like to drive fast. I like to move fast. I walked as
Oh
quickly as
my
my
god.
legs could take me, and I drove as speedily as was reasonable. As speedily as was reasonable. I rushed to every stop sign and red light. Hurry up and wait. That was me. But hearing the pounding rhythm of the music in the distance, I had no desire to rush any further. The lane was lined with car after car, displaying the magnitude of the party we were crashing. My hands clenched the steering wheel as I squeezed into a spot a block away from the party. Casey, I don't think this is a good idea, I declared. Again. ... Again. It'll be fine, you'll see. She patted my leg. Brian invited Liam. Liam invited me, and I'm inviting you.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. That was supposed to be a calm, flat tone. Sorry, hold on. Let me do that one again. Can I get a clap? Okay, here we go. It'll be fine. You'll see. She patted my leg. Brian invited Liam. Liam invited me, and I'm inviting you. Her calm, flat tone did nothing to ease the tightness of my chest.
Oh my god.
Unfastening my seatbelt, I looked over to her. Well, just remember, if I get uncomfortable, I'm gone. You can catch a ride with Liam.
Oh my god.
We climbed out and jogged across the streets. The party ruckus amplified the closer we got to the house. Okay, tell me a boomer wrote this without telling me a boomer
Oh
wrote
my
this. Am I
god.
right?
Oh my god.
You're not. Wait. You're you're not going anywhere. You leave in 2 days, and we're having fun, no matter what. Her threat. What was that? Threatening? Her threatening voice shook my already unsteady nerves. As we walked up the driveway, she trailed behind me, texting Liam, I assumed. Her boyfriend had arrived earlier, having spent most of the day with his friends at the lake while Casey and I shopped. Red Solo cups, properly capitalized, in case anybody was wondering. Red Solo cups littered the lawn, and people filtered in and out of the house, enjoying the balmy summer night. Several guys I recognized from school lunged out of the front door, chasing each other and sloshing drinks in the process. Hey, KC, how's it going, Tate? Tori Beckman sat inside the front door with a drink. Wait, is she a woman? Well, hold on. Wait, how do you do what's like a... Hey, KC, how's it going, Tate? Tori Beckman sat inside the front door with a drink in hand, chatting with a boy I didn't know. Drop your keys in the bowl, she instructed, returning her attention to her company. Taking a moment to process her request, I realized she was making me surrender my key. You realize it took you a moment to process that? Okay. I realized she was making me surrender my keys. Full return. Single line. I guess she wasn't letting anyone drive drunk tonight. Full return, new line.
Oh my god, stop
Whoa,
editing.
whoa, I won't be drinking, I shouted over the music. Wait, what was... Hold on, I can't remember this. And you might change your mind, she challenged. If you want in, I need your keys. Annoyed, I dug into my bag and dropped my set into the bowl. The thought of giving up one of my lifelines irritated the hell out of me. Not having my keys, and I wouldn't be able to leave quickly if I wanted to, or needed to. What if she got drunk and left her post? What if someone accidentally took my keys? I suddenly remembered my mom, who used to tell me to stop asking... Wait. I suddenly remembered my mom, who used to tell me to stop asking what-if questions. What if Disneyland is closed for cleaning when we get there? What if every store in town ran out of gummy bears? I bit my lip to stifle a laugh, remembering how annoyed she would get with my endless
Oh my
questions.
god, wait. Oh my fucking god, that paragraph. Oh my
It's not
god.
good.
No,
It's not.
it's
You're
not.
looking at this now. It's not good.
What the
Is
hell? Like, sorry, I have to like do my crit here. It's dude,
acceptable. I allow it.
yeah. What was that for?
There's
Like
a lot going on there. There's a lot going on there.
I'm in the scene, and now I'm getting distracted by a random memory that I
I
know
almost...
will not. It doesn't add anything to her character. We already get she's
Charlie.
angst.
Charlie, it's backstory. It's character backstory that'll be very
Oh
important
my.
later. Oh, obviously.
The, oh my. You know what? If that was the case, I would give her props for that.
This is like where, if this was fantasy, this is where they would have dumped in like quote unquote world building,
Oh my god.
which Fern and I like to put in quotes every time there's a stupid aside like this when we're reading something.
This is like a
Okay.
random side quest. Okay, let's go.
Is Case what? Which gender is KC?
I think
Do
she's
we
a
even know
woman.
yet?
No,
KC,
that's true. We don't even know.
I literally don't think it's actually. No, wait, hold on. Take a moment. No, that's Tori Beckman. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Texting Liam, I assumed her boyfriend. It is a lady.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Wow, Casey shouted in my ear. Look at it in here. People, so, people, comma, some classmates and some not, comma, bounce to the music, laughing and living it up. I like that. That's funny.
Oh my
The,
god.
the, the hair on my arm stood on end at the sight of all the bustle and enthusiasm. The floors echoed the beat coming from the speakers, and I was speechless at the sight of so much activity in one space. People danced, horseplayed, jumped,
Horseblade?
boomer detected, and played football. Dot dot dot. Yes, football in the living room.
Scandalous.
Scandalous. He better not ruin this for me, I said. The force of my voice sounding more forceful than usual. I
What?
think that was I think that was intentional, but I'm gonna say settle down at that. Settle down at that.
How is that intentional?
I Charlie, I want
I
to
don't.
believe it was not a mistake.
The
I'll
force
be
of
mad.
my
Of my
voice
voice.
sounding more forceful than usual. What?
It has to be. It has to be intentional. It has to be they're doing a
God.
joke. I refuse to believe otherwise because the other alternative is too
I.
disturbing. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Moving on. Moving on.
enjoying one party with my best friend before I left town for a year wasn't asking too much. Shaking my head, I looked at KC, who winked knowingly at me. I motioned towards the kitchen, and we both slithered our way, hand in hand, through the thick crowd. Oh dear.
What?
Entering the huge every mom's dream hyphenated, that's hyphenated, every
Mm-hmm.
mom's dream kitchen, I spied the makeshift bar on the center island. Bottles of liquor covered the granite top, along with 2 liters of soda. Okay, two liters of soda. Is that
Leaders?
well? Actually, did you not know that in America we sell soda by 2 liters? It's only so they don't have to make new containers for you people, you poor people in the rest of the world.
So we are
ROW,
imposing.
as we say.
Ooh.
Um, uh, 2 liters of soda, cups, and a bucket of ice in the sink. Blowing out of breath, I resigned to keep with my commitment to stay sober tonight. Getting drunk was tempting. What I wouldn't give just to let go for one night.
What?
You can add some. You can add some. You know what you should really do is add some reverb to the italicized monologue so it sounds like that anime voiceover. That'd be great.
Oh my god, you just nailed it. That is exactly the vibe I'm
It is what
getting
it sounds
from
like. Oh, what I wouldn't give just to let go for one
it
night.
has this is like some cartoonish internal monologue. Oh my god, I want to stop reading. It might rub off on me.
It's amazing.
Oh my god.
Casey and I had sampled our parents' liquor stashes here and there, and I'd been to a few concerts out of town where we partied a bit. However, it was out of the question to be off my guard around some of these people tonight. Some of these people, some students, some not, if you will. Uh, hey, Tate, come here, girl. Jess Cullen, Edward. It's giving Edward. Jess Cullen grabbed me in a hug before I reached the bar. Oh, we're gonna miss you, you know. France, huh? For a whole year? My shoulders relaxed as I hugged Jess back, my muscles less tense than when I walked in. At least one other person here besides KC was excited to see me. That's the plan. I nodded, letting out a sigh. I'm set up with a host family and already registered for classes. I'll be back for senior year, though. Will you save me a spot on the
Oh
team?
my god, stop. Oh my god, I would mark the shit out of that line of like that is some heavy-handed like context establishing here.
Yeah, it would literally just be like, that's the plan, but I'll
Yeah.
be back next year. Will you save
As
me a
you
spot on the team,
know,
maybe?
like imagine,
Yeah, as you
as you
know, as
know.
you know.
Oh my
Uh,
fucking god.
it's great stuff. Jess was
Excellent.
you're oh my god, I'm gonna have to make you read a fantasy. You'd fucking die. It's like this, except that they also have all the extra like world building stuff
Oh
really,
my
really
god.
badly put in. You will
Yeah.
lose it, bro.
Oh my
You'll
god,
lose it.
please.
Okay. Jess was vying for captain of the cross country team this fall, and competing was one experience in high school that I would wait. And competing was one experience in high school that I would miss. That I oh would that I would okay that I would miss. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. She says, "Honey, if I'm captain, honey, your spot is secure." She boasted, and she boasted animatedly, clearly drunk. Oh dear, let's not. Okay.
Oh.
Jess had always been nice to me, despite the rumors that followed me year to year and the embarrassing pranks that reminded everyone why I was a joke. Thanks. I'll see you later. I inched towards KC. Yeah, but if I don't see you, good luck in France. Jess shouted as she danced her way out of the kitchen. Watching her leave, my face quickly fell. Dread crawled its way through my chest and down to my stomach. No, no, no!
Oh my god.
Jared walked into the kitchen, and I froze. He was exactly the person I'd hoped not to see tonight. His eyes met mine with surprise, followed by immediate displeasure. Yep, I'm totally familiar with that look. The I can't stand the fucking sight of you, so get off my planet look. Hyphenated, by the way.
All of it.
His jaw, his jaw clenched, and I noticed how his chin lifted slightly, as if he had just put on his bully mask. I couldn't seem to catch my breath.
What
The
in the?
familiar
Oh my
pounding.
god, I'm so sorry. This is giving me my immortal vibes.
Yeah, basically, bro.
Oh my god, Ebony.
Basically, Ebony. We should read that.
We should. Oh my god. Next.
I couldn't seem to catch my breath. The familiar pounding in my chest echoed in my ears, and 100 miles away sounded like a really nice place to be right now. Was it too much to ask that I had one night of normal teenage fun to
Oh my
myself?
god. Kill me.
Why was that one? Why wasn't that one like italicized? There were so many
Oh.
times when we were kids growing up next door to each other, nice exposition, that I thought Jared was the greatest. He was sweet, generous, and friendly, and the most beautiful boy I'd ever seen. His rich brown hair still complemented his olive skin,
What?
and his stunning smile, when he smiled, demanded undivided attention. Girls were too busy watching him in the hallway at girls were too busy watching him in the hallway at school that they ran into walls. Does that make sense? Girls were too busy watching were so busy watching him that they ran? Were too busy watching him that they ran? I don't think that works. I actually think that's wrong. Too busy
Yeah.
watching him in the hallway at school that they ran into walls. Like, actually ran into walls. Full return.
Oh my
But
god.
that kid was long gone now. Quickly turning away, I found Casey at the bar and tried to fix myself a drink despite my shaking hands. Literally, your hands are shaking. Actually,
They literally ran into walls, Ezra.
That's true. That's true. Like, actually ran into walls.
Yeah.
Actually, I just poured a Sprite, but the red cup would look like I was. The red cup would look like I was drink. The red cup would make it look like I was drinking. I don't think these sentences are like
Oh my
grammatically correct.
god.
The red
this
cup would look
self-published?
like I was drinking. Well, maybe I don't know if they touched it up for the. Actually, we could look. This is close enough to the start that I bet I could look at the Amazon. Okay, I was just gonna check. I mean, it's possible that it got edited more if this is like an old copy, but I mean, obviously you have to rewrite the entire thing for it to not be bad. But anyway, okay. Actually, now that I knew he was here, I needed to stay sober around the asshole. She already said she was going to stay sober. Okay, whatever. He walked around to the bar and stood right behind me. A nervous heat ran through my body at his proximity.
What?
The muscles in his the muscles in his chest rubbed against the thin fabric of my tank top, and a shockwave burst from my chest to my stomach.
On?
Calm down. Calm the hell down.
What
Scooping up some ice and adding it to my drink, I forced my breathing in and out. I forced my breath in and out slowly. Girl, right better. I maneuvered to the right to get out of his way, but his arm shot out to grab a cup and blocked my passage. As I tried to squeeze out to the left next to Casey, his other arm reached out to grab the Jack Daniels. TM.
What is going on here? No. Like, what the fuck is the
What?
emotion? I don't even know what I'm supposed to feel here. Like, first it's like, I'm scared of him. Like, I get it, what she's going for, but it's like, this is giving me whiplash.
There's a lot going on. I'm sure it'll all be revealed, but I'm sure she'll weave it all together into a perfect tapestry by
Ezra,
the end.
it's on the title. It's a bully in
fine
hearts.
No, I thought you meant it's fine literature. That's on the title.
This is fine literature of bullies, obviously. What the hell? Go ahead.
10 different scenarios ran through my head of what I should do right now. What if I elbowed him in the gut? What if I threw my drink in his face? What if I took the sink hose and ... Oh, never mind. In my dreams, I was much braver. In my dreams, I might take an ice cube. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I don't know if I can read this legally. In my dreams, I might take an ice cube and do things God didn't intend a 16-year-old girl to do, just so I could see if I could make his cool demeanor falter. What if?
What is going on?
Oh, dear.
She
is? Okay, I was like, she's 16? I was like, but there's a year time gap, but like, she's still 17? It's like, it's pretty sus. Penelope, we're watching you.
Oh my god.
I had planned on keeping my distance from him tonight, and now he was positioned right at my back. Jared did things just like this. Jared did things like this just to intimidate me. He wasn't scary, but he was cruel. He wanted me to know he was in control. Time after time,
What?
I let the jerk force me into hiding just so I wouldn't have to endure any embarrassment or upset. Enjoying at least one party had been my top priority all summer, and now here I was again, dreadful anticipation twisting me into knots. Why didn't he just leave me alone?
Mm.
Turning around to face him, I noticed the corners of his mouth turned up. The smile was lost on his eyes, though, as he poured a hefty serving of alcohol into his cup. Oh, how much voice shall I use for this guy? Um, KC, pour
Oh
some
my
Coke
god.
into here, please. Jared spoke to KC,
That is
but his
a
eyes were on
normal
me as
16-year-old voice, obviously.
yeah. I try to think of like God, what is like a cool anime man voice? I don't know. They're all like so twinky. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Casey stammered, finally looking up. She poured a small portion of the liquid for Jared. That's a normal way a human would say that, and glanced nervously to me. As usual, Jared never spoke to me unless it was to bite out a threat. To bite out a threat. His dark
What?
brow knitted before taking. His dark brow knitted before taking. This must have been edited more for the trad pub. His dark brow knitted before taking a swig of his drink and walking away. So his brow took the swig of the drink and walked away. That's amazing. We're gonna have to line item check this a little bit.
Oh
I
my
must have been
god.
published more for the trad. There's no way. I don't believe it. But this makes it better for me. Watching him leave the kitchen, I wiped away the cold sweat that broke out across my forehead. Nothing had happened, and he hadn't even said anything to me. My stomach had hollowed all the same.
Okay, pause,
And
pause,
now he knew.
pause.
Pause.
That emotion that she's trying to evoke in that scene was not evoked at all. Like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be feeling. What do you mean
Well, for
cold
one,
sweat?
it's
Well, like what the fuck did he do
for,
that was so scary? I don't get it.
well, yeah, because she's like trying, she's doing like a weird like, she's like explaining. She's not showing us him being a bully. She's telling us about him being a bully, but she's also like telling us in the past tense, like when it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of happening. It's a weird way to do it. Like he should have just walked up and like slapped the cup out of her hands, and then I'd be like, "Oh, this guy's kind of a bully, right?" But she's doing it in like the worst possible way. I feel
No,
like
because she's trying to make him seem sexy while he does it, right? Obviously.
it's well, yeah, clearly.
Like, I
Okay.
mean, she's telling us what she's trying to do,
Yes. Yes.
which
Yes.
I don't get. Like, this is why I like script writing as an exercise, is like because you're forced to show things, because this didn't show shit. He didn't do anything. I'm not getting
He just
why
walked
she,
up and got some Jack Daniels.
yeah, and was like, pour me this.
Classic.
Like,
He didn't even say it
that,
to her. He said it to KC.
yeah, like,
They're friends.
what is
Very
this
strange.
for?
Who
Hey,
knows,
hey,
man?
move on. Moving on, sorry.
Okay. Nothing had happened, and he hadn't even said anything to me, so my
Exactly.
stomach had hollowed all the same. And now he knew that I was here tonight. I mean, yeah, no shit. Shit. I can't do this, KC. My weary whisper was a contradiction to the force with which I clenched my cup. It was a
What?
mistake to come tonight. Tate, no! Casey shook her head, probably recognizing the look of surrender in my eyes. Tossing the cup into the sink and making my way out of the kitchen, I weaved through the throng of people as Casey followed behind. Grabbing the glass fishbowl, I began digging around for my keys. Tate, you are not leaving, Casey ordered, every word dripping with disappointment. Don't let him win. I'm here. Liam's here. You don't have to be afraid. She was bracing me by my upper arms while I continued my search. I'm not scared of him, I said defensively, not really believing it myself. I'm just done. You saw him in there. He was already messing with me. He's planning something. Every party we go to or every time I relax at school, there's some prank or embarrassment to ruin it.
Jesus.
Still searching for my colorful DNA-shaped keychain. That's a weird one. Oh, I guess, what is it? Women in STEM? Does this count as women in STEM?
Oh
Damn,
my
we love
god.
allies.
No, that's her
I
quirk.
relaxed. Oh, she likes science? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I relaxed the knit in my brow and offered a tight smile. It's okay. I'm fine, I reassured her, my words coming out too quickly. I just don't care to stay and see what he's cooked up this time. The dickhead can starve tonight. Huh? Well, Tate, he wants you to leave. If you do, then he wins. He or that jackass Maddock. What? I gotta rework this girl's voice. I gotta rework Casey's voice. Hold on. What other anime girl voices are there?
Oh my
Well,
god.
Tate, Tate, he wants you to leave. If you do, then he wins. He or that jackass Maddock might come up with something.
Oh my
But if
God.
you stay and stand your ground, then you will win. I'm just worn out, KC. I'd rather go home mad now and then in tears later. I returned my attention
Oh
to
my
the
God.
bowl. Every time I sifted through a pile of keys, though, my hands would bring up nothing resembling my set. What? Well, I shouted over the music and slammed the bowl back down on the stand. It looks like I can't leave anyway. My keys aren't in there. Oh, I wonder who took them.
Hmm.
Oh, what? Casey looked confused. They're not in there, I repeated, looking around the room. My money and my phone were in my bag. 2 lifelines, safe and sound. My other escape plan was missing, and the walls felt like they were caving in.
Oh my God.
Curses. So dramatic.
Yeah.
Girl, you're just at a party. Like, call an Uber, bro. Call your dad.
Oh
Oh, she
my.
probably doesn't have a dad. Whatever.
I don't
Curses
know.
ran through my head. Sorry, go on.
I don't know if Uber existed in this point in
Okay,
time.
fair. Touche. Okay, fair. Curses ran through my head, and the weariness that got me running. And wait, and the weariness that got me running before turns to anger. I clenched my fists.
Oh my
Of
God.
course, I should have known this was going to
Ebony,
happen.
Ebony, please.
Yeah, bro. Oh, someone must have grabbed them by accident, I guess, she offered. But she must have known that the odds of that happening were slimmer than people leaving the party this early. Accidents didn't happen to me. No, I know exactly where they are. I locked eyes with Maddock, Jared's best friend and henchman, at the opposite side of the room by the patio doors. He smirked at me before redirecting his attention to some random redhead he had pressed to a wall. Okay, weird. Stalking over to him, Casey followed in my wake as she viciously texted on her phone. Liam, probably. Where are my keys? I demanded.
Ezra. It
Interrupt.
says.
Sorry, that was editorializing a little bit, but I feel like that's how she said it. Okay,
Okay.
I demanded, interrupting the pursuit of his next one-night stand. He lifted his blue eyes slowly from the girl's split infinitive. He wasn't much taller than me, maybe just a few inches, so I didn't feel as if he hovered. I didn't feel as if he hovered over me like Jared did. Towered over me, I think is what she meant. Maddock didn't intimidate me. He just pissed me off. He worked hard to make a fool out of me, but I knew it was all at Jared's behest. Okay, put the thesaurus down, honey. This girl does not know what that word means.
Casey, for sure not. I don't know. Like she shifts
Absolutely
between
not.
this like absolute immature teenage
Yeah,
voice into behest and henchman. Like
yeah.
I'm getting whiplash. Anyway.
They're about 8 feet under right now. Feel like a swim, Tate?
Oh my
He
God.
grinned. He grinned wide, showing his dazzling smile that turned most girls into puppies on a leash. Oh, that old saying, he smiled, turned into a puppy on a leash. He obviously loved every moment of my predicament. You're a dick. My tone remained calm. You're a dick. My tone remained calm, but my eyes burned from the anger.
Oh my God, girl.
I walked up to the patio and peered into the pool. Pigeon meme, is this conflict? The weather was perfect for a swim, and people were carousing in the water. Okay, boomer. So I trekked
Carousing.
around the pool looking for the silver glint of my keys through all the bodies. Jared sat casually at a table with a blonde on his lap. Frustration knotted in my stomach, but I tried to appear unaffected. I knew every ounce of my discomfort gave him pleasure. Spying the shimmering silver of the keys, I looked around for a pole to grab them. When nothing could be found, I looked to some of the swimmers for help. Hey, would you mind grabbing my keys down there, please? I asked. The guy turned his eyes on Jared, who sat quietly back, watching the scene, and retreated from me like a coward. The guy retreated. Okay. Oh, great. No pole, no help. Jared wanted to see me get wet.
God.
Come on, Tate. Strip down and go get your keys. Maddox shouted from Jared's table. Fuck off, Maddox. You threw them down there, no doubt, so why don't you... Wait, this is Liam. Wait, he's probably a beta male. Fuck off, Maddox. You threw them down there, no doubt, so, why don't you go get them? Liam, Casey's boyfriend, had joined her and was sticking up for me like he often did. Yeah, he's white knighting. What a beta.
Oh my God.
I slipped off my flip-flops and stepped up to the edge of the pool. Tate, wait, I'll do it. Liam stepped up and offered. No, I shook my head. Thanks, though. I gave him a grateful smile. 1 whole year, I reminded myself, savoring the promise. I was going to have a whole year away from Jared. I dove in hands first, and the water cooled my tense skin. My body immediately relaxed at the pleasure of the pool. No sound, no eyes on me. I savored the peace of it. The kind of
What?
peace I get when I run. I don't know, man.
Where are we? What is happening?
I I continued downward using the breaststroke. The breaststroke. 8 feet. 8 feet deep is pretty fucking deep for a backyard pool, by the way. That's pretty
The
deep, bro.
breaststroke, though, carousing and horse
Carousing.
play.
8 feet deep was nothing. I reached my keys in seconds. Clutching them tight, I reluctantly ascended head first, releasing the air in my lungs. What are you diving to the Mariana Trench? You gonna talk about how you didn't get the bends? Jesus Christ. Well, that was the easy part. Woohoo! Yeah! An applause sounded from the bystanders that weren't actually cheering for me. And I just had to get out of the pool and face the whole party dripping wet. They would laugh and joke. I don't. Okay.
What's so
Why?
embarrassing about
other,
that?
Other, like, was she just wearing normal clothes? It's not that funny. She didn't even get pushed in, bro. She jumped in. Okay, whatever. I'd endure a few comments, then go home and eat my weight in Swedish fish. Okay, boomer. Swimming gently to the edge and climbing out, I wrung out my long hair. Wow, it's like I'm there.
Oh
my
my,
long hair.
my
And slipped on
long.
my sandals.
Oh my god.
Are you okay? Casey came to my side, the wind blowing her long dark hair. Long hair and long dark hair back to back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, of course, it's just water. I couldn't meet her eyes. Here I was again, the laughing stock, the embarrassment.
Oh my god. Please,
But,
Lord.
but Casey never blamed me. Let's get out of here. She locked arms with me and Liam followed behind. Oh, it's still her? Just a minute. I paused and looked over at Jared, who still had his challenging brown eyes on me. Walking over to him, something I knew was a bad idea, I crossed my arms and gave him a pointed stare. I leave in 2 days, and that's the best you could come up with? What the hell am I doing? Reverb. What the hell? I hope she does like an anime monologue where it's like, what he didn't know was that I knew that he would this and that. Oh
my
so.
god. Like a
Jared
light
fixed me
Yagami moment.
Yes, exactly like that. Yeah, bro. Please let her monologue in her head while they're like face to face. Oh
my god.
Have you ever seen, bro? Okay, really quick sidebar. Have you ever seen the clip where they're like facing each other at a table, but someone took out all the inner monologue, and they're just like, there's like a 45-second pause where like it's like monologue. It's so fucking funny.
No,
it's funny because right after he's like, "Are you Kira?" And then there's a 45-second pause, and he's like, "No." And it's like, okay, obviously I know it's you, bro. Like, come on, it's so funny. Okay,
Like,
okay.
Okay, go.
Jared fixed me with a hostile smile as he doled out the cards at the table. You have a great time in France, Tatum. I'll be here when you get back.
Tatum.
Tatum.
Like Channing Tatum.
Yeah, like Channing Tatum, exactly. I wanted to challenge him to deal with me now. And I was none too comfortable with the thought of his impending wrath hanging over my head the whole year I was away. You're a coward. The only way you can feel like a man is to pick on me. But you're going to have to get your kicks somewhere else now. As I dropped my arms to my sides, my fists tightened as everyone around the table and in the general area went to start exchange. Are you still talking? Jared snorted, and snickers erupted around me. Go home. No one wants your stuck-up ass here. Jared barely spared me eye contact while he continued to deal cards. Oh, I forgot there was a girl in his lap this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
The girl in his lap giggled and leaned into him further. The crushing sensation in my chest hurt. I hate him. Hey, everyone, look! Maddox shouted as I tried to hold back tears. Her nipples are hard. Hey, you must be turning around, Jared.
What the
Jesus. Fuck? Maddox's goading echoed through the backyard, and everyone began hooting and laughing. My eyes closed with mortification as I remembered that I was wearing a white tank top and was definitely chilled from the water. My first instinct was to cross my arms over my chest, but then they'd know that they got to me. Hell, they already knew. My whole face stung with humiliation. Son of a bitch. I'd be going home in tears again, no doubt.
Scandalous.
Scandalous. I'm sure there's nobody else.
You're
with,
going to France. You better get.
Yeah, you're going to France, bro.
Like,
get dicked down by some awful Frenchman who smells like cigarettes.
No, nipples are everywhere.
Oh, that's true.
They don't give a shit about bralessness. Oh my god.
I'm an ally, so I'm a proponent to free the nipple. Just on the record.
Okay, fair.
I opened my eyes, feeling feeling flushed, seeing everyone visibly entertained by the harassment I'd endured tonight. Jared stared at me. Jared stared at the table, nostrils flaring, ignoring me. His behavior still puzzled me after all this time. We used to be friends, and I still search for that kid in his eyes somewhere. But what good did it? But what good did it do me to still hang on to a memory of him?
Oh my god.
Ugh, why is she still standing there? The
Yeah,
blonde
just
sitting in Jared's lap
leave.
asked, "Is she like special or something? She can't take the hints."
Wow.
Yeah, Tate, you heard Jared. No one wants you here. Maddox's words came out. Wait, hold on. Let me do that again. Yeah, Tate. You heard Jared. No one wants you here. Maddox's words came out slow, as if I really were too stupid to understand him. I mean, girl, you might be. You might be. My throat closed. I couldn't swallow and I hurt to breathe. It was too much. Something inside me snapped. I pulled
Oh
my
my
fist back
god.
and popped Raddick Mite in the nose. He
Finally.
dropped to his knees, hands over his face as the blood gushed. Hands over his face as the blood gushed through his hands. Damn, editor. Hello?
Oh, beautiful
Hello?
sentence.
Anybody home? Okay. Tears blurred my vision, and the sobs began erupting from my throat. Before I could let them get any more satisfaction out of me tonight, I walked as quickly as possible back through the house and out the front door without looking back. Back through the house without looking back. Okay. I
There is
got in my
so much
car.
repetition in this thing.
Bro, it's so bad. The one Fern and I are reading right now is also like some of the most insane same word in the same sentence I've ever seen. And we've read a lot of bad books this year.
Oh my god.
This one's pretty bad though too.
Nice.
I got in the car. Casey climbed in the passenger side and Liam into the back. Yeah, cuck boy sitting in the back. I hadn't even realized that they'd followed me. It was on the tip of my tongue to ask about Jared's reaction, but then I realized that I shouldn't care. Well, to hell with him. I looked out
Reverb.
the front window. Yeah. I looked out the front window, letting the tears dry on my cheeks. Liam and Casey sat silently, probably not sure what to say or do. I just hit Matic. I just hit Matic! The novelty of my action was overwhelming, and I let out a bitter laugh.
Oh my god.
That really just happened. I took a deep breath and blew it out slowly. Are you okay? Casey looked at me. She knew I'd never done anything like that before. But I loved the rush of fright and power I felt. Hell, the last thing I wanted to do was go home now. Maybe a tattoo or something else was in the cards tonight. Actually, yes. It was weird to say that, but it was true. Wiping the tears away, I looked to my friend. I feel good. I reached to put the key in the ignition, but paused when Liam chimed in. Yeah, well, don't let it go to your head, Tate. You'll have to come back to town eventually. Yeah, there was that. Chapter end.
Oh my god. I. Where do I even begin?
Where to begin? A good question. Good question.
So, this is why I hate prologues.
That wasn't a prologue. That was chapter one.
It should have been a prologue.
It should have been a prologue. Yeah, you're right. It should have been a prologue.
I mean, I don't know if she's gonna switch between timelines in this one, but what the fuck was
Chapter
that?
two.
Like, here's
I
the
don't think
thing.
so.
I'm gonna like try to like give it a little bit of a crit very shortly. It's like there are too many emotions too quickly and too like this is like so condensed, I feel like. I mean, not even. It's like you don't have to tell me the
It's
backstory of them being
I don't know.
kids.
It was like not enough happened, but it was also way too long at the same time, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like what would have, if I were to change the scene, the bullying in the beginning, the big introduction of what's his face, I already forget her bully's name, Jared,
Jared.
should have been actual bullying or like mildly threatening, which it wasn't.
Yeah.
So that it's like it sets up the next scene, which I feel like throwing somebody's keys into the ocean is not a particularly big bullying thing to do.
Very, very, very lame bullying. Like, I don't even, that's like
Yeah, like
very lame, bro.
this guy
I'm
sucks
sorry.
at bullying. Come on. And the whole like confrontation scene in the end, I feel like that could have worked if it were set up right, that she was sick and tired of not saying something. And then
Also, it's kind of weird that she punched his buddy in the face. Like, he was being a douche, but like, I don't know,
why
man.
him?
Like, if he's, yeah, why him, bro? That's like,
Punch
he's
her.
just a help. He's
Yeah,
obviously just the help and an idiot and
like, but even that
the
moment,
lackey.
whoever she punched, I feel like as it's written right now is kind of undersold. Like, is this supposed to be, because ideally if you're writing this, the conflict is rising so high, and this is how you diffuse it. She punches him in the face. It's not set up properly, in my opinion. Like, I was too fucking confused what to feel, and being like, okay, so why are we still standing here when you could
Yeah,
just
I agree with that.
leave? I didn't get the feeling of wanting to confront. It just came out of nowhere. It was not explained to me, like, motivation wise. But I would imagine, like, for a train of thought would be like I'm sick and tired. I'm about to leave. I just wanted to have a good night tonight, and this guy ruins every single fucking good thing that I want to do because he's a bully. Whatever. I don't know how you could make that sexy, to be honest, but, like, as we know, in this
Well,
server,
we're gonna find out.
people like to, there's a crowd that would find it sexy. So I guess I don't know what she's trying to go for here, and then in the end, it's like maybe a tattoo. I mean, that's obviously a joke, I'm assuming, but, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what did that's supposed to, because I get a feeling this is the incident around which the relationship would hinge on, which is how she left.
Uh,
And I feel like it's not impactful enough for me. I'm like, seems pretty meh, doesn't seem pivotal enough. I mean,
yeah, I would agree with that.
it's so weird to say that it's not dramatic enough, because, oh my god, she's so dramatic, but, like, the actual action, if you think about it, nothing really that dramatic happens. The drama was in the internal monologue, and I don't think that's good. That's my
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. She doesn't like do anything really. I was trying to remember which one of those terrible lines there was to check it on the live version to see if it got fixed. But I can't remember the lines. There were a couple of like errors in there, man.
well, this is
That's
gonna get
fine.
recorded, so you can check back. Which, by the way, this
I'll
would be
check
the
it.
moment to check if
Check
this
it
was
later.
self-pubbed or not. But I get a feeling no. But this is her first book, so
Well,
it could
my
be self-pubbed.
but my point, yeah, my point is that I mean, there's an edition that's been trad pubbed, but my question
Mm,
is because this has a different insert in the cover. I wonder if this is an older version. That's what I was wondering about. I would be if these errors
really?
are in the trad pubbed version, I will shit. I don't even know what to say, bro.
You
There were multiple
should.
like actual. There were multiple actual errors in this, bro. Like actual in the first chapter, like multiple
Grammatical.
errors. Like not just bad writing, but like objectively incorrect writing.
Yeah.
So I don't
Well,
know. Very strange.
for anybody that's listening, because I feel like I have to put this out there, usually self-pubbed, since editors are voluntary, you can tell if it's been skipped. And Ezra and I are kind of getting the impression that, at least in this version, there was no editor involved. If there were,
That I mean, that would be my guess. Yeah, for
mine
sure.
too. It seems pretty raw to me.
I mean, the
Yeah.
crazy thing though, the sad thing is that like honestly, the only thing that makes me think that is because of the errors, because like the really bad word choice, like they're repeating the same word twice in the same sentence. Fern
Mm-hmm.
and I have read like a half dozen trad published books this year that do that all the
Yeah,
time.
because now
Maybe not quite as much as this one, but like way too
fair,
much that
fair.
like the editors are not editing, bro. They're
No,
not.
they
It's
lack
not
editors.
giving.
They're skipping editors nowadays because people still
I
read
honestly wouldn't be
this.
surprised. Yeah,
Because they read,
I
like,
wouldn't be
this is
surprised.
totally not, I don't know, I'm not in the publishing world, but it's the impression I get, and it only makes business wise makes sense that you cut costs, so they cut editors, and that's why the
If
quality
people
of
don't,
fiction,
yeah, I mean, if people don't care, then yeah, why would you pay for them?
exactly, it just doesn't make any sense business wise.
Yeah,
So guys, if you ever want to publish a book, if I'm assuming writers are listening to this, get an editor, please, please don't contribute to this.
editor. I agree.
If you're getting
I agree.
trad pubbed, and they're trying to, like, talk you out of an editor, insist on one, please, God. If you love your work, because in trad pub you usually get an editor with it. It's part of the deal. If you
Yeah,
self pub, please, guys, before you self pub a book, for the love of your own work, get an editor that you trust. That's also a valid thing, because there do be some sus editors out there.
yeah. I mean, all you
Ezra
have to
is an
do is just get
editor, by the
someone.
way,
That
guys.
is that is true. All you have to do is get someone to edit like a sample of a
Yeah,
couple of pages. Like that should tell you like
yeah, but
if they get
scam
it or don't get it.
they could scam that too. I've heard about
That's
that
true.
too. So, like, I
That's
know
true.
it's tough, but, like, you usually look at the reviews or something. I don't know how you could. I already have an editor. a future one. He's in the room.
True.
So
Hey.
I feel like I can't speak on this subject so much and give advice on how to find a good editor. But, it's hard. I
I
acknowledge
mean,
that.
anybody doing it for like $200 for 100,000 word novel is probably not the one.
That's
It's sad,
fair.
sadly
Yeah.
sad to say. I mean, you don't obviously like more money doesn't always equal more goodness in anything, including editing. But
Wow, it's
like
such good
there is kind
English.
of well, there is kind of like a threshold of like, well, I mean, if someone is only paying themselves like $5 an hour to work
Yeah.
on a 40-hour project, they're probably not gonna be doing like that good of a job.
Yeah.
So yeah. Are you gonna read a chapter for us?
I'm going to read a chapter for us, and
Oh
I think then we'll
yes.
hit the 2 hour mark a little bit around that.
Oh, this one looks really
Mhm.
short too. That's fine. That's even better.
Wait, let me check how many
Otherwise,
pages.
it's pretty. I think it's
Oh
like
yeah,
5
it's
pages.
shorter than yours. I think you actually got a longer one because it's meant to set up whatever she's trying to set up.
She probably got told by somebody. It was probably like a prologue. She's like, no, that's too long. Just make it the first chapter
Oh my
because
god.
somebody hates prologues.
That was like did I like visit her
Maybe
like
in a dream or something. Yeah,
traveled
probably.
in the past? I didn't even have that opinion when she published this. Come on, I was like a little kid myself.
When was this published?
I have no idea actually.
Penelope. Where's the movie adaptation of these? Can you
Oh,
imagine?
Penelope Douglas hasn't
Yeah,
hit the
bro.
big screen yet, but I'm assuming she's very on trend.
I hope so. 2013.
Yeah, I was a kid.
2013.
I was a kid. Was I?
Jesus.
Well,
Maybe.
young adult. Young adult
Young
for sure.
adults.
I was
Joe's
what?
Bully movie adaptation. Oh, do you know what we could do sometime?
What?
We should watch after we read the 50 Shades. We should watch the movie on
Oh
stream.
my god, no, I would rather
Oh
rewatch
baby,
365 days because that one is like
my
memeable
God, that
as
one,
fuck.
bro.
And
Oh
the
my
thing
God, I've
is,
heard.
the guy, Sumi, is fucking hot, okay? At least he's nice to
He
look
looked pretty
at.
hot.
I didn't
He looked
like
like a.
Christian. He wasn't my type. He was
Well,
too
yeah,
blonde.
yeah. Is he? He's not blonde.
He's blonde
Are
to
you just saying
me.
you could tell that he was blonde, like in his soul? Yeah, he kind of gives blonde. Like
He doesn't have dark vibes to me. He has like pretty innocent looking. Anyway, I like
yeah,
dark
I
haired
actually kind of agree
men
with
for dark romance. It's very on brand. Okay.
that. Okay, all right, all
Okay,
right.
okay.
I'm stat. I'm ready.
I won't do
The
loud voices or fancy ones
floor
because
is
it's
floor is
2:30
yours.
a.m. and people are asleep. So I will do a serious reading because this is fine literature, so it
Wow. Okay,
deserves
that's true. That's
respect.
true. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chapter 2, present day. So, how does it feel to be back home? Oh, wait. So, how does it feel to be back home? My dad and I video chatted on the laptop he bought for me before I left for Europe. It's great, Dad. I'm set. I counted off with my fingers. There's food, money, no adults. Oh my god. And you still have beer in the fridge. In the frig?
Frig,
In the
frig.
frig? No, sorry. You still have beer in the frig downstairs. Is that an American thing? I don't know.
No, it would be fridge. I gotta
Yeah.
check that one. That's one that I gotta check right now. Keep going.
Okay. I smell a party. Oh my fucking god. She actually wrote party with multiple A's and I'm
Oh
getting
yeah.
an aneurysm. Don't do that, guys.
It still says frig in the fucking Amazon Kindle version, bro.
Oh my god.
Bro, what is happening, bro?
What
Okay,
is this?
sorry, go on.
Okay.
So go on, go
I
on.
teased, but my dad could give it as good that my dad could give it as good as he got. That wasn't even good.
Damn.
Girl, work. Anyway, well, I also have some condoms in my bathroom. What? Use them if you need. Dad! I burst out, wide eyed. No fucking. I don't know. Maybe in some families. Is this like a white people thing? I'm kidding.
I think I did this better in my book.
Oh my god, I burst out wide eyed with shock. Fathers shouldn't use the word condoms, at least not around their daughters. That just crossed the line. Seriously, I started to laugh. He was the dad that all my friends wished they had. So he's hot.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. All right,
Yeah.
I gotta do a quick interjection.
Yeah.
So I got my first girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it is a white people thing. I don't know. My mom was like, "Well, you guys using condoms?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh God, Mom, this is embarrassing." She's like, well, you know what they call people who just use condoms? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, parents. I'm like, Jesus Christ. She's
Oh
like, that bitch better
my,
be on birth control, basically. It's like,
oh
okay,
my
okay,
God.
God, this conversation has to end, please.
Uh,
Okay, go on.
when my mom figured out that, I was participating in sexual activity, she had a meltdown.
Oh,
Asian
gee,
moms.
Jesus.
Yeah. An Asian
Well,
mom
fair.
meltdown, I should say.
That's got to be a big one.
Yeah. Dude, I was 18. I don't know what her problem was. Anyway, think that's out on YouTube now. Okay. All that memory they had. He had a few simple rules: respect your elders, take care of your body, finish what you start, and solve your own problems. If I maintained good grades, demonstrated direction, and followed those 4 rules, he trusted me. If I lost his trust, I'd lose my freedom. That's a military parent. Simple. Okay. So, what's the plan this week? Dad asked, running his hand through his graying blonde hair.
Oh, he is sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Salt and
He's
pepper?
he's he's sexy coated. No, it's pepper and
Yeah,
pepper.
or pepper
He's
and pepper.
blonde.
Sorry. That's true. That's true.
No. He's salt and salt. Pepper is dark. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'd gotten my coloring from him, but thankfully not the freckles. She's a freckle hater. His once
Yeah.
vibrant blue eyes were dull with fatigue, and his shirt and tie were wrinkled. He worked too hard. Oh, and he's
Okay,
hardworking.
lady. Damn, catch.
Is Penelope selling me Jared or the dad?
That's facts, bro.
Mm. I lounged cross legged on my queen sized bed. Damn. Thankful to be back in my own room. Well, there's about a week before school starts, so I have a meeting with the guidance counselor next Wednesday about my fall schedule. Oh my god, is this another exposition dump? I'm
In.
hoping the extra classes I took last year will boost my Columbia application. She's helping with that too. So we're supposed to be impressed that she's applying for Columbia? Like, Columbia is a good university, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I have no idea.
It's one I recognize, so it must
Yeah,
be. I think
same.
it might be. It might be Ivy League. It must be Ivy League or something.
Yeah. She's helping with that too. I also have some shopping to do with, and then catching up with KC, of course. I retained none of that information apart from Colombia. Do not exposition dump, because it's boring. Anyway, I also wanted to start looking for a car, but he'd tell me to wait until he got home at Christmas. Not that I didn't know what I was doing, I just knew he'd want to share that experience with me, so I wasn't going to burst his bubble. I still didn't retain that because I was bored. Anyway, I
There's
wish you
more
were.
coming, bro.
Help. I wish you were home to help me research projects for the science fair. I
Is
changed
you a
the subject.
senior?
I guess we
Do
should have
they
done that while I visited you this summer. My father retired from the military after my mom's death 8 years ago and worked for a
backstory?
company in Chicago. I don't give a shit, girl.
Yes,
About an hour.
backstory.
Oh my god, about an hour away that built aircraft and sold it. That built aircrafts
Sold it around the world. Sold it around the world.
and
It
sold
built
it.
one. The company built one aircraft, but sold it all around the world. Oh baby, I would have checked that one too, man. Oh Jesus,
Profit. That's a business right there.
sold it
Currently,
around the world.
he was on an extended trip to Germany, holding mechanical
Hey,
trainings. After my year ended in Paris, I joined him in Berlin for the summer. My mom would be happy to know I'd traveled and had plans to continue as often as possible after high school. I missed her so much, even more so in the past few years than when she first passed away. I do not give a shit about this girl, her dad, or the dead mom. Sorry to
it's
say.
still it's in the live version that built aircraft and sold it around the world.
Help.
What are we doing here?
The exposition
Holy
dump is
shit!
in there too. Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, bro.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Like,
Sorry.
it's not
Continue.
even about the subject matter. Like, I'm just doing this for the people who are eventually listening. It's not about the subject matter that could be portrayed very engagingly. This is not engaging, guys. This is just like, oh yeah, and
God no.
it's like I'm reading a.
See, if this was my smut book that you read,
Mhm.
this would have been setting up like a shootout in an aircraft construction building later. Just saying.
Perfect.
Just saying.
So you didn't
Yeah,
waste my time with this because I know like
exactly.
this is not.
Exactly.
This feels like why am I reading this? Like
Oh,
it's
there's a
irrelevant.
0% chance this is important later.
Yeah.
0%.
Okay. At that moment, the French doors in my room blew open with a gust of sudden cool wind. Okay, is that the conflict arriving? Hang on, Dad. I jumped off the bed and ran to the doors to peek outside. A steady force of wind caressed my bare arms and legs. What?
Oh,
She's like
baby.
code switching in the middle. We get boring exposition and now we get this whatever this is. I leaned over the railing and took inventory of leaves. She took inventory of leaves flapping in the gust and garbage cans rolling away. She's inventorying that.
Inventory of leaves flapping in the gusts.
What is this? The smell of
Oh, man.
lilacs wafted through my doors from the trees that peppered our street. Fall away, Lane. I hate
Hey,
this.
that's
Like,
that's the subtitle of the book. Fall away.
oh, so
That's a
it's about
dumb.
that
First of all, that's
street.
a dumb. No one names streets that. Okay. First of all, in
Well,
America,
in,
not
in
a
Douglas
thing.
world, it is. Like, I don't get this because, like, before it was like this fucking exposition dump, and now she's trying to set this scene, which I don't know what she's going for. Is it supposed to be
She's not.
romantic?
She's not good at description. I'll tell you that.
I feel like this is pantsed. That's what it reads like.
Oh,
It's like you're just writing
yeah,
whatever comes to your mind and see what comes
pretty
out, which
much
is
like fanfic level, like just brain dumping it. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I do that too, but I don't publish it for crying out loud.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you like make it good. They missed like 4 steps after she wrote
Mhm.
this like first zero
Okay,
draft. Like,
Ezra, this was a bestseller.
yeah.
So
What do I know, bro? I'm not
yeah, we
driving a
know
Lambo.
nothing. We know
I know
nothing.
nothing, bro. I'm
Yeah,
just a I'm
we're
just a
just
dude.
humble students of
Humble students
literature.
of the master, of Penelope
Mm,
Douglas, the master.
mm. She has more money than you and I combined. So
Well, by far, by
okay,
far, by far.
let's go. Let's go. Let's go. A storm was seconds away, and electricity filled the air with anticipation. What? Why are we getting poetic now? Chills ran over my skin, not from cold, but from the thrill of a storm brewing. I loved summer rain. Why is this important? Anyway, hey, Dad. I interrupted him as he was speaking to someone in the background. I need to let you go. I think a storm is on its way and I should go check all of the windows. Talk to you tomorrow? I rubbed my arms to erase the chill, but I thought you liked the chill girl. Hey, sure, honey. I have to run out anyway. Just remember the pistol is in the entryway table. If that pistol doesn't get used, that is the most obvious fucking Chekhov's literal
Pistol?
gun.
What? What? I missed that.
Sure,
What?
honey, I have to run anyway. Just remember that the pistol is in the entryway table. Call if you need anything. Love
Fuck,
you.
Jesus.
Like if
Yeah, I
you're
hope
if you're
so.
placing a
Literal
gun
Chekhov's
in this
gun.
scene, you better fuck it must go off at some point.
If it doesn't, bro, I
I'd be
don't
so
even.
pissed.
I will scream,
Oh my god.
scream. Oh,
Love
can you
you.
imagine,
If this gun is getting used,
bro?
oh, I wonder how. That'd be so fun. Anyway, love you too, Dad. Talk to you tomorrow. I called out behind me, closing the laptop. Wait,
Wait,
she's calling out behind her and then closes. I thought she was walking out. Anyway, no idea where
where
she
is
is.
she? Where? What? I called out, but I
So
don't know,
the
man.
confusion is I called out behind me and then the next paragraph is closing the laptop.
I
So
guess she walked back over to the laptop from the window
yeah, I kind of need a
or the
line.
doors.
Yeah. I shrugged into my black cedar hoodie and opened the doors in my room again.
Seether.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a band. It's like a bad band that is like
Okay.
that this team that fucking Ebony Darkness would have liked Seether if
Oh
it was
my
out when
god.
they wrote that
It's
for
official.
sure.
Yeah. Studying the tree outside. Studying the tree outside.
Inventorying the tree outside,
God,
maybe.
this woman is obnoxious. This girl. My brain snapped to unbidden memories of the many. Okay, more exposition, guys. Are we ready? My brain snapped to unbidden memories of the many times I'd sat in that tree to enjoy the rain. Oh my god, I had shared many of those times with Jared when we were still friends. Oh, she shoehorned in Jared into this. Yeah, good
Yes,
job.
the rain. Yay!
Author's hand is so invisible.
Yes.
Quickly looking up, I took note that his window was closed. with
I
no
wrote it
light to
down.
speak of coming from his house, with no light to speak of coming from his house that sat less than 10 yards away. With the
Bro, that
tree,
sentence.
yeah.
I'm sorry. That sentence is rough. Quickly looking up, I took note that his window was closed with no light to speak of coming from his house that sat less than 10 yards away. That is.
Pro writing aid
Oof,
would like the glue
oof.
words.
There's
Anyway,
a lot going on there.
yeah.
Sorry.
With the tree acting as a ladder between our bedroom windows, it always seemed like the houses are connected in a way.
Themed like it?
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
They are connected in a way.
Oh my
It's a
god,
tree. It's a
Lord.
tree.
It's like it's a ladder between your two. I'm being so
It is
pedantic.
connected.
This is what
It's not
happens.
pedantic. It's not pedantic. That's why I've said this 1,000 times. I only started noticing when I started listening to that podcast, to be honest, because Ernest
Mm,
Klein does a lot of like seemed like, but
mm-hmm.
I can tell people right now, like, cut it out 99% of the time. It doesn't seem like they're connected. You are already telling us they are connected. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't, they are. Just tell us they are.
Yeah, it's fine. You can be a little bit lyrical or metaphorical about it. It's fine. Okay. During my year away, okay, my god, more backstory. During my year away, this is chapter 2, guys. Don't exposition dump this fucking early. I swear to god, I'm getting frustrated with this book. During my
Also, no
year
conflict in this chapter yet.
none. During my year away, I had fought the urge to ask KC about him. Why? You hate him. Even after everything he'd done, part of me still missed that boy that was my waking thought and constant companion as a kid. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. But that Jared was gone now. In his place was a sour, hateful douchebag that had no regard for me.
Nice.
Shutting and locking the French doors, I pulled the sheer black curtains closed. Moments later, the sky opened up and a crack and the rain with a crack and the rain let loose. So, guys, this is what is annoying. This is not even literary fiction, but this is what's annoying about lit fic. It's essentially nothing fucking happens and then the character is pissed because thoughts. Please, for the love of God, balance this. Balance external action with freaking. You do not want to have a character sitting there and just thinking. Make them want to do something, right?
Yeah, that's yeah.
You know what would
Thinking,
even
yeah.
improve this scene is her preparing the house for the storm. And then
Yeah,
she
even if you're not,
notices, like,
yeah.
wait. And then she notices the tree that's because it's like makes a noise. And then you're like, oh, yeah, that's the tree that connects to freaking Jared's house over here. I wonder what he's been doing over the year. Like, some childhood memory, what they would do during storms. And then she being sentimental about it and then having to remind herself he's not like that anymore and being sad about it or pissed about it. Something like that. It's not
Yeah.
just, don't just sit there and think and reminisce. It's so fucking boring to read. Anyway.
People should be like, there's like multiple levels of like what is worse and better. Like, obviously, people should be like doing important things and making important decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But if you aren't going to have people doing important things for the plot and making important decisions while they think, at the very least, you can still have them doing something that's like vaguely interesting, even if
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't. That's still like better than doing nothing
Yeah.
and thinking about stuff. Like, at least
Yeah.
have them do something just to keep their hands busy. Like, if it was a movie, you wouldn't just see them sitting there. Make
And
them do
thinking.
something. Yeah, just make them do something, even if it's not important. It's still better.
And then connect the thoughts to the actions that they're having so that the reader can follow how they came into that thought, right? Because that's also here. It's like she's like, I know it's realistic. We sometimes sit there and think, especially as writers, we love to daydream, but it's
Yeah.
not fun to read. Okay,
Oh yeah,
guys?
no.
It's boring, and I feel like I will forget the most of the exposition she dumped on me.
Oh,
But I'm sure
absolutely.
she's going to repeat the most
Well,
important parts
I
a
won't
couple
forget.
of more
I guess
times.
I won't forget. I won't forget the aircraft thing. That's gonna be hard for me to forget. I
Yeah,
guess.
I guess, yeah. Okay, there's about 3 more pages. So,
Okay.
awakened later that night. Awakened later that night. What the fuck? That's a tone shift.
What? Awakened?
Later at that night, my
Oh,
brain
I
on
was. Wait, did you skip a?
no.
You.
It's after the scene break.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I missed that. I was like ranting already in my brain. I missed that last paragraph. Okay, sorry. Awakened later that night.
Yeah, which is, I feel like, a tone shift
Agreed.
for a 17. Okay. Awakened later that night, my brain unable to ignore the thunder and thrashing of the tree against the house, I flipped on my bedside light and crept to the doors to check out the storm. More thinking, yay. I can I caught the sight of headlights speeding dangerously down the street. I tilted my head as far to the side as I could and caught the view of a black Boss 302 charging its way into Jared's driveway. The car
Cars.
the car fishtailed slightly before jetting out of my sight into the garage. It was a new car model with a thick red racing stripe running down the length of the car. That is smut coded to me. Hmm. I had never seen it before. Last I knew, Jared had a motorcycle and a Mustang GT. Is he rich?
Okay. Yeah, I
So, th-
guess, bro.
yeah. So that car could have been anyone's. Maybe I had a new neighbor. I wasn't sure how I felt about that possibility. Why? Why are we assessing how you feel about having a new neighbor? Nobody cares, girl. Anyway, on the other hand, that car would totally have been Jared's taste. Oh, it's like reading somebody with ADHD.
Kind
Kind of.
of. The paragraph, the line, the paragraph breaks are insane too.
Yeah, well, I'm not well versed enough to comment on the formatting and they can't see it, so it's a lot of single line paragraphs.
Yeah.
After a minute or so, a dim light fell across my floor with the illumination, somebody opened thesaurus, coming from Jared's room. I could I caught the sight
Sorry.
of a dark figure moving behind his blinds. My fingers started to tingle, making them too weak to curl. What? What's so exciting about seeing
Wouldn't
silhouette?
wouldn't wouldn't the tree block that light?
No, I'm not even
Also,
thinking about what the fuck about this is so exciting. You he
she's obsessed with him, bro. She's
yeah,
obsessed with him.
yeah,
To the
well,
point where her fingers are tingling. Like, check your blood flow, honey. Go to the doctor.
her fingers are tingling by seeing his silhouette. Jesus
That's like
Lord.
a nerve. That's like a nerve problem, I think.
Oh my god. Trying to refocus my attention on the fantastical display of wind and curtains of rain. What? My heart jumped at the sound of Jared's blinds lifting up and the wash of light spilling between our two houses. She missed a space there, and it's driving me insane.
Oh my god! Oh my god! She did. Oh, I gotta check. Oh god! Please tell me the sample
Oh
goes
my
this far.
god.
Oh my god! Please tell me
There,
the sample goes this
there
far.
is a space missing between houses dot and I, so that's all spaceless. And oh my fucking god, it's driving me insane. Okay, I narrowed my eyes as I saw Jared lift up his window and
Oh, they
lean.
fixed that.
Okay,
Sorry, they fixed that.
nice. Okay, Ezra, let me read.
Sorry.
I narrowed my eyes as I saw Jared lift up his window and lean out into the night storm. Damn. That's a reaction. Damn.
Damn.
Oh, wait, I need to be quiet. Okay. He appeared to be observing the spectacle, same as me. I could
Weird.
barely make out his face through the dense splatter of leaves, but I knew when he noticed me. His arms stiffened as he supported himself on the windowsill, and his head was bound in my direction, unmoving. I could almost picture those chocolate brown eyes piercing me. Girl, calm the fuck down.
Oh man.
Oh my, this is so. I'm not.
Fingers are tingling, bro.
It like this is why you know what's missing here is that like I get that you're like super in crush with him or have this weird obsession with him, but like, dude, I cannot catch up emotionally as a reader. This feels obnoxious. Anyway, he didn't wave or nod. Why would he? Absent wasn't going to make his heart grow fonder. What? Clearly. What? Dread and apprehension used to plague me when this guy was around. But now I felt a strange mixture of nervousness and anticipation. Wow, thank you for telling us that once again. I slowly backed up to close and secure the doors. The last thing I wanted was to trip and give away the emotions boiling under my calm exterior. girl, I
You are
don't.
not pulling off calm. You are
Yeah,
not.
like what emotion? I want to feel them too. Help me. It's obviously very intense, and I like that. Like,
Clearly.
yeah. During my time away, I had thought about Jared, but I hadn't dwelt on him, figuring that time and distance would cool him off. Huh? Perhaps the prediction was too hopeful. Hmm. And maybe I wasn't as bothered by his shit anymore. What?
Chapter end.
Oh,
What
that's
a
it?
chapter end. I think
Dude,
so.
I am none.
Yeah.
What is going on in this book, Ezra?
That,
Nothing happened
so
again.
that chapter was. I hate to give credit to chapter one, but at least more happened in chapter one.
Yeah,
She talked to her dad. She inventoried the leaves of a tree. And we got a lot of backstory that's completely irrelevant. Backstory about her dad, which like doesn't even like it wasn't even like she didn't even do like a she didn't even relate it to herself in any way where it was like,
no.
oh my dad was in the military, so we moved around a lot when I was a kid. It was just completely unrelated to her in any way possible.
Yeah, it
Um
was just like, here's my dad. Here's what you
uh
need to know about him.
he's
He's fleshed
sexy.
out
He
now.
he built an aircraft, one singular aircraft that he built and sold it around the world. And yeah, then Jared showed up and she kind of like just
Okay.
thought about him, but didn't like
Yeah,
do
and they're
anything.
like this intense eye contact out of nowhere that added absolutely
Chocolates.
nothing to the dynamic. It didn't make it flesh it out, or like the dynamic was already very fragile and shallow to begin with. Like
Yeah.
there's not a lot of meat in it, and then this added nothing to
Prob-
it.
One of the problems with this is that like like it, it's she's like dancing around her feelings like
Mm.
for the benefit of the reader. So like in real life, like you would not like it wouldn't be she's like obfuscating like the explanations for the sake of like revealing it later in the book, but like that's not how people think in real life. She'd
Mm-mm.
be like, "Man, I fucking hate that guy. Like he grabbed my tit one time, and I fucking hate his guts."
Wait,
Like
that's the
she
Colleen Hoover book.
well, so far at least.
Yeah.
But like that, like that's like she's like being intentionally like obfuscatory about it, and it's really annoying.
Yeah. Is
Because we
she?
still haven't seen him do anything besides like have his henchmen put her keys in a pool.
Yeah, I don't get what's so evil about him. It seems like childhood. Like, if you want to sell me that this guy has been bullying her for like the
Yeah,
longest time,
I
I need to
thought that
see it.
like
I need to see it.
I thought that because I watched a video on that. I mean, it was forever ago, but like I thought that I when we said we were gonna do it, I thought that it started with her as like a kid for like the prologue maybe. So I was already surprised when it didn't because I was like, that would kind of make sense if it was like maybe you have a prologue where I know you hate prologues. Maybe it was like, oh, this is my at least you have okay. Let's say you had a tiny prologue where it was like, we're
Mm-hmm.
best friends. We're gonna pinky promise to always be friends with each other. And then chapter one, it's like he's being a complete asshole to her. It's like, oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of surprising. Then you're like, the reader's like, I wonder what happened. That would at least like make a
Mm-hmm.
logical sense. Whereas this one, we start off with him already being a dick, with her saying he used that doesn't work when you reverse that order, I don't think for
Mm-hmm.
me. It would make so much more sense to start off one way and then chapter two, you're like, now he's an asshole, whatever. Like, I don't know, it's bizarre.
No, I already like that. Like, I would condone the use of a prologue here graciously.
Thank you. Oh my.
Because it establishes the contrast that you want
Yeah.
in chapter one. And I want the contrast to
Yeah.
be as stark as possible, and possibly in the
Yeah.
prologue, you're setting something up for the later conflict, right?
Yes.
So
Exactly.
maybe
Yes.
her
Exactly.
mom just died,
Yeah.
you
Whereas
know.
this, it's like, yeah, exactly. And yeah, that would have been perfect. Like, her mom just died. They're besties. They're like, I'll always be there for you. I'll always
Hmm.
be there for you. And then chapter two, it's like he's grinding on a blonde
No,
and throwing her
chapter
keys in the pool.
one.
Or
This is the
chapter one. Sorry,
prologue.
exact chapter one. So you're right.
Yeah.
Whereas it is now, it's like you're getting like you're like backfilling contrast by being
Yeah.
told, oh, it used to be different, which is just not as effective as seeing it. It's just not.
Yeah,
I'm
because
sorry.
in particular with this, which is like a romance for what it's worth, You want the reader to feel every twist and turn of the dynamic, right? That's like what they're there for. Being told it kind of ruins the fucking fun. Okay, we don't want a history lesson in a romance, even if it's autobiographical.
The only reason that I could possibly see to do it this way is if you were somehow going to save the
Mm-hmm.
reveal that they used to be friends for later in the book, but
Mm-hmm.
she has not done that. She said it, so like it's the worst. I think it's the worst of both worlds in the way that it is now,
Yeah,
personally.
no, I don't. I don't like that suggestion either. That it's revealed later.
I
They
wouldn't. I
used
don't think
it's a
it's.
weak twist, if ever.
Well, yeah, it would feel like an unreliable narrator, but I'm just saying that like that's
No,
the
no,
only reason I
no.
could think of
It's
to
not
have it be.
unreliable narrator because I feel
Eh,
like sometimes you're friends with somebody and then you break it up and you don't even think that it's just like
I
more in the
guess. I guess. I agree that it would be a terrible twist.
yeah. It's
Speaking of
just
which,
like yeah.
there probably are terrible twists in this that we're unaware of. Who
Oh,
knows?
I can't wait. But
I can't even
let's
imagine.
give it some grace. This is the first book
Hmm.
that was published by Penelope Douglas. I have to say, I read like Birthday Girl and Credence. Those are the two. I think I read the first book of the Bad Boy Cinematic Universe too. What was
Is
it
that a
called?
real thing?
No, that's what like
Oh,
Joy called it. The one
oh
where
okay, okay.
it had like I did a blurb in the late night kill switch.
Mm, okay,
So I read the first book of that. I think it's called Corrupt. I forget.
okay, okay.
And I have to
Um,
say, the writing has improved.
well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, here's the thing.
Mm,
I don't bash on people's writing, generally speaking,
unless you're paid
but
for it.
the exception being that if you made hundreds of thousands of dollars on bad writing, I'm going to bash on your writing. And you know what? You don't have to worry about it because you can wipe your eyes with you wipe your tears with $100 bills,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. What are
So
we gonna?
I will be mean about someone's writing if they wrote something bad and made a shitload of money on it because it does irritate me.
Well, yeah,
But
and
yeah,
I
this
have to
is not
say
it.
for what like market that Penelope is like aiming for, which is heavily smut, right? She does a good job of writing the smut.
That's what
Nobody's
you said.
yeah.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, well then we have to read
I'll be
Credence.
the judge of that. We shall see. We shall
Well,
see.
you're picking the next one, so we're
All right, fair. That's fair.
that's up to you. But like we have to read Credence at some point because it's kind of fun. Credence is long though, and I DNF'd it once like
Is it?
this dynamic got tame. Yeah, because Credence goes through like I mean this is a mild spoiler, I guess structurally speaking. It goes through multiple love interests, and the thing is the entire book was set up in such a way that I was like you as a reader you're supposed to be invested in the first love interest, and then she like really quickly zaps through it, and all of a sudden we're ending up with a love interest that wasn't.
Hmm, interesting.
What really pisses me off, and spoiler alert for people who haven't read Credence, do you mind spoilers, Ezra?
I mean, I've watched a video on it, or at least a couple of videos on it, so I know the general gist of it. I don't remember like the
Okay.
details of the people's names and this and that.
Okay, cool. So you'll probably forget this by the time we do read it. But what really pisses me off is that solution was there the entire time and was not considered, which is, guys, just do polyamory. Y'all already doing incest. You might as
I thought they did do that. They don't do
no,
that?
no, they didn't. She picked one dude, and it was her
Oh, that's
forever.
crazy. What?
I
That's
hate that.
insane. What?
Like,
That's crazy.
not only,
She.
I
Wow.
might step a toe out of the death of the author camp here, because I am of the opinion that not only was Penelope too freaking chicken to commit to the full incest, she was too
True.
chicken to do polyamory too. So
Also
I
true.
feel cheated from like, dude, what are you trying to do? And then it was disappointing.
Yeah,
But
that
I
is
will.
like don't yeah, that there's nothing okay, look. The only thing worse than someone who is an edge lord is someone who pretends to be an edge lord
Yeah,
but isn't actually edgy. That is like the worst. That's so much more cringe than being an edge lord. Like, come
yeah.
on,
Well,
man.
to be fair, I don't think
Come
she
on.
was actually writing a dark book the way that something thrilling likes a dark book. She's writing the equivalent
I mean,
essentially of that category in Pornhub with the stepsister.
I would not know anything about that.
Oh, absolutely not. You're so innocent. That's what
Innocent person.
she's trying to write. So I guess
That's a
it
pretty
hit.
good. That's a pretty good description of it, though. I think actually, that's
Yeah.
pretty. That's
But
pretty.
like even then, it's filthy fucking smut, right? You
Hmm.
might as well do polyamory. Come on, it's right there. It's right there. It's not that
That's
controversial.
yeah.
It's a fucking porn thing too. Why wouldn't you? Because it's a romance, so there has to be a
Weak.
happily ever
She's
after, I
weak.
guess.
She's weak, bro. The girlies probably
No,
don't want it. That's the thing.
that's true.
I
She
feel
wanted to
like.
appeal to a happily.
I mean,
It's still a romance.
appeal to the girlies.
No, I
What
read
other?
another
Yeah.
book. I read another book which is like super freaking unhinged and dark, but like in a trash way, where she ended like the story. I forget what the title was. Is that she has like an uncle or no? Did she get kidnapped? I forget something along the line. Anyway, she ends up in the mountains somewhere in the what do you call that mountains? The Andes or whatever.
Appalachians.
Yeah, the Appalachian Mountains somewhere, and then they're like secluded. The only way out is through this dude who has a helicopter, and he has like three sons or something. And essentially, a lot of dark things happen, and she ends up with all the sons and the dad. Like, but they all hate each other. They all hate the dad. So by the end of the day, she has an ex-husband that she left behind, by the way. So she has four men. It's the three brothers and her ex-husband. And then that's how they end up all together. They're all sharing unhinged, completely unhinged. It was so fucking funny.
Jesus.
My favorite line from there that made me laugh out loud is that, "Woman, you are so full of cock, I can't believe you're still breathing."
Oh dear. That's
Oh
quite a
my
line.
god, that it is such a line. And then my favorite line from Credence, oh
Jesus.
my god, it made me laugh so hard, was that, "And he watched me as his brother fucked me." I'm like, what the fuck?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good out of context stuff. I like that.
Oh no,
Pretty
it
good.
was so unhinged. I'm like, Penelope, it's not as sexy as you think it is. Oh my Jesus Christ!
A lot going on
The
there.
thing is, Penelope is a skilled smut writer. I really say this.
I'm curious. I feel like
Like she
I'm
can
sure.
cook up a sexy scene and like, make it like hot, I guess. But sometimes it's like, what the fuck am I reading? Especially Credence. It's like, what the fuck am I reading? Can you imagine like you have a threesome with your bro and you never acknowledge it? Like it's not awkward at all. Like your literal
Right.
blood bro.
Yeah, that would be insane.
Yeah, like, and then it's just normal. I'm like, what in the porn world are we living in? And then you won't go into polyamory? You guys already had a threesome. Like, oh my god, I'm so confused. Not in a good way, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's weak. It's like you're going. Yeah, it's like you're going like 80% of the way there, and then you're like, oh no,
No, no, no,
I
yeah.
gotta go back to being a trad wife lover or whatever.
No,
It's
I
very
don't know.
strange.
I don't know what Penelope is, but like, I felt like, dude, I can't believe it. That's okay, but you won't go to polyamory. It's like
Yeah.
writing the most unhinged sex and being, I don't know, defensive about
You're like,
anal.
yeah, that's yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think
Like,
that's dude. That's one thing I was gonna say too. Is like, oh my god. So I mean, like, I don't know, man. These like the the sex in these books is
mhm.
like so. It's not even like vanilla. It's just like straight up, just like only missionary. Like, I mean, Ferdinand,
What?
I've read like like 8 books. Not maybe not in like the dark romances, but like the
Mhm.
romanticities at least. All this stuff. It's like
It's just
it's just
missionary.
like it's just straight up like I honestly would have to ask and think back. I don't even know if anyone's like gone crazy and like done it doggy style, which is
Mhm.
just like girls, like what are we doing here? Like how are these books considered like oh the smut though I buy them for the smut and it's like it's just it's like that astronaut meme and it's just like it's missionary always was like what are we doing bro come
Well, I can
on
tell
like what
you, I haven't read romantasy because I don't like fantasy, but I have to say that like Penelope Douglas does not write missionary stuff.
all right fair enough she the point in her
Like,
favor for that I guess
yeah, so
Jesus
like, yeah. I don't know about Birthday Girl. I forget what type of sex they were having, but that wasn't so kinky. Credence was kinky as hell, like obviously.
I mean at least
So
someone's doing it
yeah,
at
and
least someone's doing it
there is some introductory books to smut, and you don't want to scare off the newbies. You want to sell them more
okay
books, right? So you
I'm
give
not
them.
look I'm not saying they should go crazy I'm just saying that like it's like I mean, if I had, it's like a template basically. It's
Mm.
like, like they one time they fuck one time,
Mm-hmm.
they make love one time, which ugh, and then like maybe like he goes down on her for like 10 seconds before they make love, and that's like the template for like all these books we've got. I swear to God,
Oh
it's
my
just like,
god.
good God, bro, it's like, like be invent like not even like there hasn't even been like a like up against a wall, which honestly, if you would have asked me
Mm.
before I read all these books, I would have been like, that's got to be in like every one, right? Like that's
That's the
practically
new
like missionary.
missionary.
That's like missionary for people who aren't boring. in a
Yeah.
in a fantasy fucking romantasy book,
Yeah.
you're not gonna bone someone against a wall. Like, what are we doing here, bro? What are we doing? We used to be a country. Am I right?
We
That's my rant.
used to be a
I don't know, man.
functioning
It's crazy.
society.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. It's so like,
Oh my
I
god.
feel like it's almost just like lazy. Like, it's just lazy. It's
Yeah.
just lazy. When I was
Okay.
writing those,
To be
sorry, anyway, I'll rant about it later.
Yeah, if it's like meant to be smut, right? And not like emotional sex, which I know you
Yeah.
cringe at. Like you gotta do more than missionary. Like if it's like the graphic
Also,
kind.
I also am not against the idea. I mean, it's all very bad. So like
Mhm.
when I'm like cringing at the making love, it's because, well, first of all, it's because the characters like never have good chemistry, and then
Mhm.
like the second time they fuck, they're making love. That's what's cringe about it. Not necessarily like the idea in a vacuum.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, it's never, like, so
Oh my
far
god.
so far it's not been good. It's not been. Jesus,
Yeah, you
what are
don't
you
make
gonna
me
do?
read that, please. I already have enough suffering in
Oh,
my
you've
life.
got to read
Oh
it.
my
We're gonna have
god.
you read a fantasy at some point, bro. You're gonna lose it.
So
It's
I
so funny.
heard I
It's so
heard
funny to see you.
okay, I heard Moressi's book will have sex. The one that's
A new
coming out.
book?
Yeah, the Savior's
Oh,
Army that's coming out. I don't know if it's this year or next year.
Jesus,
That it will have
Jesus.
sex, and I just know it's gonna be bad. No
Oh yeah,
offense,
for sure,
if
for
somebody's,
sure.
it's gonna be. And then I wouldn't read the entire book because her books are too long and kind of boring. So I would be ready to read the
Valid.
sex.
I mean, that could be
Like,
that's not a
like
bad idea.
maybe the chapter before, the chapter with, and a chapter after to get a full picture at least, as full as I'm willing to commit. I'm not willing to commit to an
Valid.
entire book because
I'm
I
trying to
want to
think if
give.
I've ever read
I
a
want to be as
book
good
that had.
faith as I can be with this
Yeah, yeah,
impression of
yeah,
her as I have
yeah. That's
that I
fair.
have.
That's
Yeah,
fair. I'm trying to think if I've ever read a book that had actually like not terrible smut in it. I don't know. I think they're all pretty much
you need to
bad.
improve your recommended or your
Well, I
what
mean,
you call it.
aside from the stuff that I wrote, which is obviously
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
it's fantastic. Obviously,
Aside from that,
best overflowing, collaborating
a lot of stuff overflowing. It's true.
and collaborating.
Uh,
Don't forget that line.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Right. So
Uh,
I think we're not.
is that a good first episode?
I think so. We're at an hour and 30 almost. I think
Is that
that's
it? Oh, well, that's it for the episode. I was like, I didn't
yeah,
know
yeah. We had a call, a pretty long one
I'm
before
counting
this.
the 2 hours before that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So
that tracks.
I hope you guys in the server enjoy this little surprise. Yeah. That's it for what did we call this?
Fine literature night.
Hour, I think. That's
Episode 1. Fine literature hour. Yes, fine literature hour. Episode 1.
episode 1 and more to come on
Yeah.
this book when, when Ezra and I feel like it. Okay. Bye.
Bye.